This is the moment a bomb dropped from a Ukrainian drone obliterates a Russian tank in the latest humiliation for tyrant Putin. Striking footage shows the utter devastation inflicted on a multi-million-dollar tank from what is believed to be a $10,000 drone. In the clip, the drone hangs menacingly in the air as it appears to eye up its Russian target, which could be a Russian T-72 tank. Ukrainian forces dealt Vladimir Putin another devastating blow today as dramatic drone footage captured the moment an armored troop carrier obliterated a much more powerful Russian tank in the east of the country. Russian forces were left humiliated today after a Ukrainian troop carrier took on a more powerful Russian T-72 tank and won. The moment, which took place in Donetsk, was captured with incredible aerial drone footage and shared on social media. The setback is the latest military humiliation for Russia, which has increasingly turned its attention to seizing the Donbas region in the east of Ukraine. The video also suggests that Russia will face fierce resistance in its new, more limited aim of pushing forces eastward. Russia intends to forge a strategic corridor between Crimea and its own territory via the Donbas. The drone footage shows the moment the infantry transport BTR-4 took aim with its 30mm cannon. The immense Russian battle tank was destroyed, despite having cannons more than 4 times the size of the Ukrainian BTR-4. The tank bursts into flames by the end of the video after being pounded by multiple Ukrainian rounds. While Russia continues to have heavier and strong military equipment, it is understood that Ukrainian BTR-4s have wiped out at least 4 Russian tanks so far. Last year, analysts on 1945, which is led by US national security experts, called the Russian T-72 tank the backbone of Russia's army. Social media account Visegrad24, which has documented the war, tweeted the video, adding, "It shouldn't be possible, but it's not the first time we see it during this war." Russian-made T-72 and T-80 tanks are particularly susceptible to being destroyed in this manner, in part because they both have autoloading mechanisms that store tank rounds in a carousel at the base of the turret, said Steven Zaloga, an expert on Russian and Soviet armor. Those autoloaders typically store about 20 rounds when fully loaded. Some Russian tanks have autoloaders with limited ballistic protection. But there is another problem. The autoloaders only hold roughly half of a Russian tank's ammunition. A fully loaded Russian tank can carry up to 40 rounds, many of which are stored in parts of the fighting compartment that are not protected against anti-tank weapons, Zaloga said. Moreover, the internal volume of Russian tanks is very small when compared with their Western counterparts. Soviet and Russian tanks have been losing their turrets due to catastrophic ammunition explosions long before the current conflict in Ukraine, Zaloga said. Iraq's Soviet-made tanks showed the same vulnerabilities during Operation Desert Storm, as did Syrian tanks in previous wars. The Ukrainians are fearless and extremely skilled soldiers. The loss of the tank comes after Russian President Vladimir Putin suffered the most symbolic defeat of the war so far, the loss of his Black Sea Fleet flagship, the Moskva. The sinking of the Moskva is the biggest loss of a warship in combat since Britain sank the Belgrano during the Falklands War in 1982. The boat's ammunition deck exploded after it was hit by 2 Neptune anti-ship missiles, according to the government in Kiev. However, Russia insists the ship went down after a fire on board. U.S. defense sources have since backed Kiev's version of events, with a senior Pentagon official describing the incident as a big blow for Moscow. The captain of the Russian warship, Anton Kuprin, was among those killed in the attack. The mayor of the port city of Odessa, Gennady Trukhanov, told the BBC that Moscow had been one of the biggest threats to his city. Odessa has been preparing for a full-scale invasion by Russia's navy positioned offshore. Following the sinking, Ukraine has said it is bracing itself for revenge attacks from Russia.
Уничтожен!